it's on the RTMP
All right,
server
y'all,
and
we're
not
back.
on my own Twitch channel.
I have organMike here with Ultima III Exodus. Um, and I told you that Mike's camera was worth the price of admission. It's so good. I love it so much. Um, all right. So this is Ultima 3. Yeah, I already said
It's
that.
not
So
technically
I'm
my
going to
camera.
go ahead and stop talking and let Mike take it from here. Mike, it's all yours.
All right, thank you, Octimi. We're going to play this thing. The game is almost as old as I am. It's from 1983. This is the PC translation, which has some. It's not quite the Apple II or the Commodore 64 version. I played on the Commodore 64 version growing up. But we can talk about that as the game runs. I have chat open so I can see you. On my left is chat, in front of me is the game, and on my right, I've got my tablet with a notepad on it. I'm going to be taking some notes during the run. Don't worry about it. So first thing we need to do is organize a party. I have a fresh game here. You can see my empty register. I can register up to 20 characters, but I can only take 4 of them with me at any one time. We're only going to need 4. So what I do need, if chat is up for it, I need some names and some genders. I've got 2 wizards and 2 druids to put into the field. So we're going to create a character number 1. Does anyone have a name for me? Fabian, he, him. All right. So, Fabian. One of the interesting things, despite the fact that this game, well, just before you get into too much, despite the fact that this game is from 1983, we do have an option for other. It's one of the very, very few games, despite the fact that it's almost 40 years old, that does that. So this is going to be a fuzzy wizard. There are 5 races: human, elf, dwarf, bobbit, and fuzzy. Fuzzies are basically Ewoks. So 5 strength, 15 dexterity, 25 intelligence, and 5 wisdom. Wisdom gives us spell points if we're cleric types. A wizard is not a cleric type. A wizard needs intelligence. Instead, dexterity is a better chance to dodge or to hit. Fig, I see next. Entry 2, Fig. She, her. This is also going to be a fuzzy wizard. 5, 15, 25, and 5. We also have number 3, Mercola. Now, this is going to be, the race doesn't matter on this one, but just fuzzy for consistency, because I like the idea of a bunch of Ewoks running around trying to end this horrific tragedy. So this is a druid. Make sure I've got a druid on this one. Yep. 20 and 20 intelligence. Druids take their spell points from whichever is higher out of intelligence and wisdom. I'll get into that a little more in the run because... oh, and Gladio. Okay. And since this is she, they, we'll use other. Fuzzy druid. 20 and 20. We will examine the register. So we've got... I don't recall if you can see my cursor or not, but here it tells us the gender, the race, fuzzy, the class, wizard, and druid, and G is for good condition. There are 4 possible conditions: good, poisoned, dead, and ash. Hopefully we won't be seeing ash or poisoned. We will be seeing dead at least once, hopefully only once. Form up the party 1, 2, 3, and 4, and whoever is on the timer, I'm going to take a drink, then we're going to start this game up. So Journey Onward is what's going to kick us into the world. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's roll. So the first thing we're doing is going south across the land. And into this dungeon, the Dungeon of Fire. Now we'll turn the volume off. That should be the last sound you hear. And we're going to navigate this dungeon. Now, we're going to use the Appar Unum spell to open treasure boxes that you can't see because, as the game keeps reminding me, it's dark. This is the gold grind. And this is one of these things that I just found a couple weeks ago that made me feel very silly when I found it because it was sitting here the whole time waiting for me. That was Gladio leather. Picking up leather armor, that's what I need to keep track of. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the dungeons do have enemies in them. I might get attacked. I really don't want to. It wastes time. We're going to hand from 1 to 4. Armor B, yeah. Hand from 2 to 4. Armor B, yes. Cast our spell. Hand from 1 to 4. Weapon B, yep. Hand from 2 to 4. Weapon B, yep. So I do have chat open if there are questions, but basically what I'm doing is I'm going in here and going to this room, which you can't see, and opening treasure boxes in a safe way using the cleric's spell B, which is Apar Unem, which is what you keep seeing pop up there, and that's why the thing blinks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I had the sound on, you'd hear a warble of noise as well with every spell. Mace from Mercola. And I don't have the sound on because those warbles of spells would take up a lot of time. Basically, what I'm doing here is grinding for money because we need a bunch of money. Trolls, hello. Wizard spell A did not work. All right, that's fine. So we're going to use wizard spell B, which is a magic missile, essentially. This is what combat looks like. We're going to see some of it, hopefully not too much. There we go. And the trolls will have left behind a treasure box as well. Now I'm a little lost, so I need to... Here's what the dungeons look like. And I need to stop here and recover my magic points so I have the points to teleport out. So magic points regenerate every 4 steps. Chain for Gladio, nice. Two-handed sword for Gladio, that's even nicer. It's not actually. Chain is worth more money. A bow for Mercola. Oh, all right, we're getting some treasure. So wizard spell B takes me up 1 floor, or E takes me up 1 floor in the dungeon. There are spells A through P for each wizard and cleric. Each of them costs 5 magic points more than the previous. So spell A is free. B costs 5. C costs 10, and so on. I could go through them all, but most of them are quite boring in terms of spells. So you're going to be seeing a lot of B for both classes. B is the magic missile spell for wizards, and is the open chest spell for Axe for Mercola, for clerics. Chain for Mercola. I'm keeping track of this because there's no better way to do it. It's faster to just be able to go and look at my list to sell rather than hand everything over to a couple people. Now, the other thing I'm doing is, you did not understand combat. Fantastic. We'll explain it at some point, I guess. I can do this 40 times, and that's not a hard limit. What it is there's a town in the south called Dawn, and Dawn only appears when both moons are new. In the overworld, and you'll see it when we go back there, in the top center of the display, where it says level 1 right now, in the top center of the display, the overworld will show 2 numbers. They are the phases of the moons. So 3-1 right now. Zombies. Cast Cleric A. Got it. So the phases of the moons go through 8 phases, from new moon all the way up to full moon and back down. And when both moons are new, then the town called Dawn will appear. It's complicated, but I guess it's like Brigadoon. It only appears once in a while. I don't know if there's any musical theater geeks out there, but, just in case. I got you, my people. Am I the best DM in the world? Not especially. I do all right. It's been a long time since I've DM'd anything. Oh, come on. Sword for Gladio. So every time I take a turn on the overworld, the moons advance slightly. Every 4 turns, the second moon advances. Every time the second moon advances 3 times, the first moon advances. They control the phases of the moon control not just whether or not dawn exists, but also the moon gates, which allow for fast travel around the world into and out of certain places. We'll be seeing a bit of them later too. So anyway, every time I duck back out, it's actually every time I enter the dungeon, the moons will take 1 step forward because entering is considered a step on the overworld, despite the fact that it's going from the overworld inside. Another leather. Good. So 3, 2. And after 40 such steps, I know that if I leave the dungeon immediately, and I know what the moon phases are at that point, they're 5 and 0. If I leave immediately at that point, I can get to dawn. I can always come back here afterwards too and do more grinding. This grind has always been sitting here. I used to do, there are 2 other gold grinds I've done in this game. This one has been sitting here right in front of me and is by far the easiest. So it's one of those things, you know, when you're routing things and suddenly you find something, not that makes you excited because you just found a new route, which of course, you know, there was a bit of that, but kind of makes you feel silly that you didn't notice it earlier. 3, 3. There we go. So hopefully we won't get attacked again. Getting attacked is slow, as I said. But on this first floor, the only thing we're going to see is orc types and skeleton types. Sword for Gladio. Monsters in this game come in types. So when I get attacked by orc types, it will either read orc, goblin, or troll as the monster type. They're all exactly identical other than name. Same thing with undead. They'll read skeleton, ghoul, or zombie. Doesn't matter which one it is. They're all functionally identical. Later on, when we're fighting dragons, the dragons will appear as, see, there's trolls. Wizard A. Oh, that was nice. So here's combat. The enemies are up there coming down towards me. And that was that. That was a fast combat. That was nice. So spell A for wizards will instantly defeat orc types, and spell A for clerics will turn undead, instantly defeat undead types. It doesn't always work at all, and it doesn't, when it does work, it doesn't always hit the targets. So a lot of things in this game are very dependent on luck, like whether or not I'm going to get attacked. But one of the other catches of this game is that when I'm standing on something, like as I'm waiting here on top of the treasure boxes trying to open them, I can't get attacked. Monsters cannot attack me while I'm standing on a treasure box, which is a handy thing to know. I think that was a compromise because they didn't want to try and figure out how to program 2 treasure chests in the same spot. Join gold 2. How much have I got? 86. Oh, good. We're still grinding, but 86 is a good number. What I ultimately want is a bunch of money for raising stats. I need to buy some stuff too. That's less consequential than the money for raising stats. Don't worry, after this grind is done, we are going to be done grinding. It's not like if you've ever seen me do a Bard's Tale run where there's several grinds throughout the game. This one's just the one grind. I've been thinking of ways to make it marathon safe, but really there aren't any better ones than this one. Okay, yeah, come on, come on. I've been having good luck with opening chests, so naturally I say something and it stops. Turn west. Zombies. So I cast Cleric A and failed 8 zombies. You know what? We're going to reload on that. We'll try and skip the sound, journey onward. So this is also something you need to know for what's going to happen later. The game auto-saves when you enter a submap. So the game just auto-saved. I lost nothing by reloading there, except a little bit of time. Less time than it would have taken me to beat those zombies. But it also cost me one of my steps in the overworld. All right, off I go. Yeah, it's not just after the grind is done, we're done grinding. After this grind is done, we're done grinding. So there's a town in here. There, and it's only visible when both moons are 0 and 0, like you see there. All right, now we're going to sell stuff. Talk 4 north. No, I don't need a list. Sell D, C, 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 and all the cloth we picked up. Yeah, talk 3 north. No, sell D and all the cloth. This is why I kept notes. I used to try and hand everything off. No, I don't need lists. This is 4, sell H, G, G, and C, and all the B's. Talk 3 north. Do not sell F, E, E, C, and all the daggers. All right, so that's all my sales done. Get out of my way. So Gladio is going to purchase keys, 8. Yes. Powders, they stop time. I need 10 of those. Yes. Gems, 6. No, we're good. Yes, I can literally stop time with powder. It's wonderful. And we're going to go back here into the back end of the stables. And we're going to talk with this guy who says, "Eat death, scum," and then attacks me. And in this game, the guards don't care who start a fight. So the guards are now on my tail. There are 8 groups of guards in this room, or in this town. And they're all after me right now. Fortunately, I can get on a horse. And if you're wondering why I want a horse, very simply, it means now I take 1 step, or I take 2 steps for every 1 that NPCs get. So I can come down here. I can outrun the guards. You won't even see them. Unless I walk into the wall enough. All right. Now we're back on the overworld. You can see the moon's changing as I walk. I'm going to leave this horse here. Now we're going to do the boat glitch. Hand Fabian's food to Fig. Fabian is going to get offed. So, again, the game autosaves when I enter or exit a new location. So the game saved when we walked in here. The game cannot save inside a location, the subworld. Look, quit and save only on surface. That doesn't mean that the game can't get saved, though. If a character's status changes to dead, it immediately saves the game to make sure you can't just reload, but you have to live with the consequences of that. However, one of the things it saves is whether or not you're on a boat. So I'm going to be on a boat when character 1 dies. This is a combat. The guards are coming at me. And character 1's dead. Now the game has saved. The game saved not only that character 1 is dead, but I'm on a boat. Otherwise, this could literally, I have literally waited half an hour before giving up trying to find a boat. I have never completed a run of this game glitchless. That is the boat glitch. That is the only glitch I use. It's the only one I really know about. So we're going to heal the dead body. Note the hit points are still going up, but in the top right corner you will see the D instead of the G. That means the character is deceased. I would like 400, please, and thank you. And we're going to hand off food of 130. That's an arbitrarily chosen number, not cast. Food, not fire. And from 3 to 4, food Also 130. Just sort of trying to have food. If you don't have food, your character will start starving. Resurrection, yes, I will. Resurrect 1, and now we're good as new. And now we need to find a whirlpool to drive the boat into. That seems suicidal, but it's not. You come out the other end. It's fine. Board the boat. First thing we're going to do here is go dig. Other command. This game has some history from its... okay, Pyramid Gem. This is the map of the world. I'm looking for a little mark that's hiding somewhere straight north of me, in fact. Good. That's not the one I want. That's not the mark I was looking for. So yeah, there's other commands that I have to use in this game. So digging for the exotics is one. Other 1, dig. Other 2, dig. Other 3, dig. Other 4, dig. Board. We're going to peer to gem again, see if I can find the whirlpool. Okay, it's in the... Here, I'll try and point at it. It's there, in the southwest corner of the map. It moves around in real time, just like the winds shift in real time. It's annoying. There it is. Look at it being trapped, all trapped there. Into the whirlpool. You awaken on the forgotten shores. Yeah. We're going to wear that armor we just picked up. Because if I don't, I may forget to do it. Exotics are the only weapons and armor that work in the last dungeon, which is the only reason we picked them up. Anyway, we're here. We're running around. This is the lost continent of Ambrosia. And this is where we will find a whole bunch of important stuff to finish the game. So I need to negate time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, we're safe. We're going to search these shrines. Card with strange marks. I have everyone search for them because... Well, I'm going to count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, we're safe. I have everyone pick up the cards because you can't trade the cards between characters. And if I only have one person pick up the cards, certainly, almost guaranteed, that character is going to die in Castle Fire and we'll lose the run. Did I turn Fabian into a boat? Yeah, basically. I like to refer to it as a terrible shipwright. Move down there to manipulate this boat into place. So I'm throwing magic missiles up there. I'm going to wait there. I did not mean to move north. It's fine. So enemy AI is very basic. They will move towards... we're going to negate time just for safety's sake. Now he can't take his turns. He'd lose 10 turns. Stop. Thank you. I can't move against the wind, if you're wondering why I just can't move sometimes. Or if the wind is calm, I can't move at all. It's one of the more irritating features of the game. Okay, enter. Fig. Shrine of Intelligence. Offer 60. Fig now has 60 more points of intelligence. Join gold to 1. We have 53. Fantastic. Enter 1. 53. Boom. And we're going to search for the card. The cards with strange marks are, by the way, old-timey punch cards. The kind you would insert into a computer terminal. All right, we got that. Now we watch our magic points go up, 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 just for Fabian and Fig. The important ones, we've got someone who has... Oh, not other. I want... not open. Unlock. How can you tell it's like almost 3 in the morning? Nope. Remember where I am. Straight south here. Once that mountain disappears, turn west. And down here, there's another shrine. There's 4 of them. Yikes. Straight north again, and then back through this winding trail. This is the first Ultima game with line of sight. Those 3 green balls are supposed to represent a forest. So you can't see through the forest. The gray things are mountains, so you can't see over them, and they block your path. The 4 dots are supposed to be like rough terrain. Doesn't actually mean anything, except you can't leave your horse on rough terrain. I don't know why, you just can't. And there's another pirate ship right... it shot at me. I came in the wrong place. All right, we got some magic points. Let's use them. The kill spell, the smaller kill spell. Wait. Oh, for Pete's sake. Here we go. Also, I need to heal up because I took improper pathing and got myself shot by a cannon. Search, 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 and search. And we're done searching, and we are done in Ambrosia. I mean, we're not actually out of here yet, but we're done here. So to get out, we have to take the whirlpool back. This whirlpool. Okay, here we go. Back to the mainland. Let me out of here. Now we need to get our marks. Stop being calm. There we go. Stop being so calm, Wind. So the first mark we're going to come over here and go into Dungeon Doom. Oh, hello, orcs. We're just going to leave that treasure box there. We don't need it anymore. And we're going to use the Descend spell to go all the way down to the bottom of the dungeon. Peer at a gem to find out where we landed. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the east and turn south. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the east and turn south. And everybody touch the hot wall. 2 and 1, 2, 3. Climb up. I'm now standing on a ladder, so I can't get attacked here. So I can heal up. And wait for my spell points to recover. The reason we wanted 60 more intelligence and thus spell points on Fig is because there's a spell for wizards that costs 45 points called Foul Divi, which allows a wizard to cast any cleric spell they still have magic points for. And there's a cleric spell called Sequitu, which costs 40 points, which instantly exits a dungeon. J.I. And we're out of the dungeon. Board the boat. We need to go to the next dungeon, which is up here. It's called the Mines of Marinia. There we go. Get a... Don't... Darn it! Whenever I run this game in a marathon, always something goes weird. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it differently, but I did it that way. I need to remember my way through this part of the dungeon. Up, down to there, and through there. Okay. Actually, you know what? Probably easier to just reload. Rather than dealing with that. Journey onward. There's some noise for you to hear what it sounds like. There we are. Because the game auto-saved. Mines of Marinia have one big long ladder that goes down to level 8, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Devils. We'll see. No, okay, poisoned. We're not going to put up with that. Journey onward. Enter. Volume off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to floor 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 east. 1, 2, 3, 4 south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely not fighting those. We'll get enough fighting. Don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ghouls, that I can handle. I don't care if Pontori fails. Ghouls are easy. And then everybody touch the hot wall. And once more, those ghouls have very conveniently... Well, I don't need... I can just zap out. There we go. I was going to say, those ghouls have very conveniently left me a spot to recover on, but I don't actually need it. So the hot walls are leaving marks on me. The first one I went to gave me the mark of fire, or of force. That was the mark of fire I just got. Here, there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Down, over, and I only need one person to touch this hot wall. And I'm standing on a treasure box. Trust me, I am. So I can stand here and recover my magic points and heal up. So Fabian touched this hot wall. That was the mark of the snake. We need that. We need that to get past the great earth serpent, which Exodus has used to guard their powerful their castle over here. Stop blocking me. Stop blocking me. Thank you. This word never changes, but it only works if you have the mark of the snake. Now that's lava. I can step on it now. We're going to quit and save. We're going to load. We're going to organize the party. We're going to disperse the party. They're still there. Form the party. 2, 1, 3, 4. By dispersing and reforming the party, we get teleported back to Lord British's castle. That's good because I want the horse. I got this horse for a reason, and I'm going to show you what that is. So again, I move 2 steps to every 1 that the enemies take. And that's everywhere. So we're going to wait for a moon gate here. 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 0, 3, 1. I need 3, 2. Boom. Now we need 4, 5. 4, 4, 4, 5. All right. Now what I'm going to do for marathon safety, I'm going to go into my file system. I'm going to copy the literal game files that form Ultima 3 several times over. Because the game saves if a character dies. I do not want that to happen. So I'm also going to take a quick drink. I don't want a character to die, and I don't want the game to save if it does. So I have this game saved so I can reload. So now I'm moving twice to everyone. These monsters don't attack, which is nice, but the dragons over here will. This is a force field. If I don't have the mark of force, I can't get through it. That dragon will attack me. Moving 2 steps to every one means that I can get away from it. Otherwise, you've got to take a lot of fights real quick. You'll also see random explosions. They can actually hit me. If they do, I take a lot of damage, as though a ship's cannon had hit me, or a dragon shot me like that. I'm using wizard spell Nicorp, which hits all targets and reduces them to 1 hit point. That's why we want magic points. And that's why it's got to be wizards. Now I need to hope not to get exploded like that. And this is why I have made a multiple safety, safety duplicates of this particular file. Now we're just waiting for magic points to come back and trying not to get exploded. There's nothing I can do about the explosions. They are random. They land in random places. As far as I can tell, there is absolutely no way to tell if it's going to hit you or not. There's no safe place to stand. Even if you're not inside the castle, so long as you're on this map, you are at risk. This is also one reason I want druids and not clerics, because they recover their magic points faster. I never got into that. You'll notice the druids recover 2 magic points every time the wizards recover 1. That's what druids use the second magic point stat for. So whichever one is higher, so if I'd given the druids 20, let's say 20 intelligence and 10 wisdom, whichever one is higher, the 20 intelligence would determine their maximum MP. Okay, we're ready to go. Until I get shot. The second one, the 10, would determine how much, how far they get their double MP. Don't shoot me. It shot me. All right, cast O, cast K. So far, so good. And we're through the dragons. Okay. So with 20 magic points or with 20 intelligence and 20 wisdom, they get 10 magic points and double recovery all the way up to 10. The healing spell conveniently costs 10. So the quick recovery is happening. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am waiting to get my magic points back because we've got the most infamous encounter right here, the floor. So there's 8 of them up there. This is one of the more infamous parts of the game. You can actually get the grass to attack you too if you go the wrong place. Or the right place, I guess. So now I'm waiting. I'm using my knowledge of how the enemy AI works to try and get them before they get me. There? No. Okay. Is it there? No. Okay. I know where it is. It's right there. Baby can get out of the line of fire. Boom. Oh, no. Okay. Come on. This is a hardy piece of tiling. Okay. Okay. Very, very careful. There's 4 such encounters up there. I know where the floors tend to move when it comes to moving down towards me, and the way they choose their targets is the other thing I need to know. So they always choose from their available targets the character who's most senior on the list. So highest one, the lowest number. So if they can hit character number 1, they will. If they can hit character number 2, but not number 1, they will. If they can hit number 3, but not 1 or 2, that's who they'll attack. And of course, monsters in this game can attack diagonally. Fabian's going to get knocked out. There we go. Okay. Don't get blown up, don't get blown up, don't get blown up. Don't get blown up, don't get blown up. We'll, oh, not negate time. Negating time doesn't work in here, or I'd be doing that all the time. If negating time worked in here, this would be so easy. Okay, now we've got 2 more floors left to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get attacked. Step, step, step. Fire. 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 Step, step. Step, step. Fire. Fire. Fire up. Okay, good. If I didn't have the exotics, I would automatically miss when I attacked. Like, there would be no chance to hit. 0. Okay, this is less than ideal. Step back. Right there. Oh, MP too low. Now I'm in trouble. Okay, player 4 got hit. Okay, so that means there's got to be one right there and right there. Okay, good. Player 1 got hit. And the problem is the game doesn't tell me if I miss because I've tried to attack nothing, or if I miss because I just rolled a bad hit. Okay, there's one more group of floors left. We're going to go in. It's right there. Wish me luck. If I get through this floor, we are done this. Step back, step back. Magic missile, magic missile. Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. Attack, attack, magic missile. No, okay, magic missile. Attack, 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 attack. Step back, attack. Okay, I know where it is. Okay, there. Okay, here we go. Ready on time. We're going to insert the card of love. Going to insert Sol, insert moons, and insert, and time. And that is that. Okay, if you missed any of that, my goodness. That was actually a pretty good run. Luck was actually weirdly more on my side than not. So I'm pretty happy with how that went. All right. Thank you. I'm curious, what was my time? If anyone can tell me. And if we have a little bit of time, I can do some more little fun stuff to show off, or I can get the heck out of here, one or the other. Oh, 34-22. Okay. Not as good as I thought, but about standard. My record, okay, whichever. My record is 28:59, but I didn't actually get a good recording of it. So OBS actually crashed in the middle of that particular run. I still managed to get 28:59 out of it. So that is my record. It's not my recorded record. It is the only time I've run sub 30. So naturally, it would be the time that OBS decided to crash. But it is what it is. And again, it's not like it's super competitive. I'll get it again at some point. If we have a little more time, I can show you how to kill Lord British, which is always fun. And if we do not have a little more time, I'm quite ready to bow out and take over my hosting duties. So, whichever works. Oh, of course, I should also dramatic read. And so it came to pass on this day, Exodus, hellborn incarnate of evil, was vanquished from Caesarea. What now lies ahead in the Ultima Saga can only be pure speculation. Onward to Ultima IV. As one does. And 18,000 moves is a pretty good time, or a pretty good count. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. I will show off how to kill Lord British in 5 easy steps. I don't actually know how many steps. I haven't counted them. So we will clear that. I have a little utility here that will instantly clear my old game and replace it with the fresh one. Here's why I skip past the sound. It's ugly. Organize a party. We're going to create 4 more characters. Any names? I'm going to start with my host, I suppose. That's appropriate. Any other names that chat might like to see? I know Ray is up next, so well, how about we do the standard thing? So running a team of 4 wizards don't actually need to. It doesn't actually matter what classes they are. 4 wizards generally makes this the safest way to do it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Dawn. We're going to skip past grinding entirely. We're going to go to Dawn. We're going to immediately purchase. I'm going to immediately purchase some time-stopping powder. Then we're going to beat up a jester. And once we have done that, we're going to have Lord British chase us around the outside, and we're going to fire on him with cannons. So that's the run. It starts like this: Journey Onward, volume off. And I walk all the way south here. And I can't remember exactly how many steps, but I come to this wall here, 1, 2, 3 north, and I sit here and pass the time doing enters. Enter what? Enter what? Enter what? Enter what? There we go. Enter town. Join gold to 2. Also, I want to go to... That's right. I haven't actually done this for a while. So, hand from 1 to 2, armor B, 1. Hand from 3 to 2, armor B, 1. Hand from 4 to 2, armor B, 1. Talk to north. No. Sell B, 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 B. So now I have 900 gold in my pocket. And Ray is going to purchase keys, totaling 2. Yes. And that's 100 gold accounted for, and powders, totaling 8. Let's see if I can still remember how to do this. I used to do it with a horse, but I don't have to use the horse anymore. One of the other reasons I bought all that extra powder... Oh yeah, here's where the guards hide in Dawn. They just hide in the woods there. So we didn't see them because they went straight from there, and I duped them into all going into the shops. So we go back up to Lord British's place, because if we're going to kill Lord British, we kind of need to be in his home. Lord British acts like a guard. So if you do something wrong in Lord British's castle, he will come off the throne and chase you down. With that in mind, I'm going to off his jester. Negate time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negate time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need him coming up here. Negate. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he should be following me around here. I don't know if he'll make it around the wall. Yeah, there he is. Forward, move south so he doesn't get me. And Lord British is destroyed. And that's that. I did what the Guardian could not. A little bit of Ultima lore for you there. Right. Any questions, curiosities? I don't know. I'm riffing. I'm vamping, apparently. So whenever Octini gets back, I'm done. So yeah, I think I explained the boat glitch. I'm not sure if I can re-explain it. I can show it off again. So again, the way it works, anytime a character, I throw all his tea in the water. I guess I did. Anytime a character goes to dead, the game saves. Now, the game can't save inside a town. It doesn't know how. It doesn't have the means to do that. So the last save it has for our position is Lord British's castle on the overworld. So if we come up here and we let this guard attack us, and the guards are going to pile on Octini there. As soon as Octini gets killed, the game has now saved. I don't know why it put it over there and not over here, but there we are. So the game just saved. When I hit Journey Onward, it's going to remember that a character just died, and it updated the status. In fact, if I go examine the register, if you look beside Octini, I don't know why it says good, it should say dead. We're now on a boat, yeah. So here's what the sound effects sound like. That's why I always turn the volume off. Also, they take a lot of time. I'll show you. So cast. See. And with the number of spells I cast, if I had to wait for that every time, I would be using up a lot of, like, the run would be triple the length, at least, with the number of spells I'm casting. I would have to do a completely different gold grind, otherwise it would take forever. And yeah, I mean, that's about that. There's not a whole lot more I can show off. There's 7 dungeons in the game. I go into 3 of them. 4 of them, count the Dungeon of Fire where I was doing my grind. Yeah. Game gets into light mode, yep. So the Dungeon of Fire, just to show you what that looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, these are fire squares. If I step on them, everyone takes 50 damage. If I step on them with the volume on, it sounds like this. So here's what it looks like inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a secret door. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's a secret door. Strange wind blows out my torch. This is another secret door. And there's my treasure boxes. Those are the treasure boxes I was opening throughout the start of the gold grind. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the game runs in real time. Not only does the wind move in real time, and other stuff, what was the wind and the whirlpool happen in real time. If I stand around and do nothing, it will pass turns for me. And this game, with the PC translation, passes turns extremely quickly. The timer on that is, for whatever reason, very fast. So, yeah, anyway, I'm not sure there's much else I can show. I could show you how small this world is. It's actually quite tiny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is just south of here. Yeah, if you guys are ready to go, we can switch over. That is the Dungeon of the Snake. There's actually a moon gate on that island. But the world is only 64 by 64, and it loops at the corner here. This is the southwest corner of the world, or northeast corner. And that's what it sounds like whenever we... that's what it sounds like whenever we get into a fight. failed, yeah. And here's... Oh. There we go. And that's that. All right, I'm going to get off the line and let Octini and Ray take over. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I stream here once in a while. I often play that thing over there behind me. Or, you know, sometimes I stream from my kitchen and you don't get to see me then because I don't have a camera at home. But hopefully we'll see you again sometime. Thank you again for the opportunity. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm saying. See you again sometime. I'll be back tomorrow doing the Bard's Tale. That'll take me a lot longer. Thank you. Well, I'll be here for... I'm hosting for the next bit, am I not? All right.